All right, Craig Trapp. NFL, like we said, we're already, 7 weeks into the season. This is getting crazy. It's going so fast. And I love these NFL rapid fires that we do. I think we get a lot of content in here. We get to pick Craig's brain a lot, which is so smart when it comes to betting. So 5 NFL games, 5 minutes-ish. But I'll go ahead and let you take it away. But first, hey everyone, don't forget to check out our sponsor this month, BetMGM. Head over to BetMGM. Get a risk-free bet up to $1,000, your first risk-free bet by using my promo code MearsPNP. I want everyone to know before we talk about the Lions and Cowboys that if they text their full name, that's first and last name, to the number listed below, you get 2 free expert picks weekly. Make sure you do this. You only have to do it one time, and then you're signed in for life, so do it. All right, we've got the Lions at the Cowboys. Cowboys at -7. Is this too much? I don't know. Can their defense hold up? The total at 49. What do you think? Marquee matchup of the year. Come on, Lenny. Do we think that?
They call him Detroit Lenny for a reason, obviously.
Right?
I mean, this is a Cowboys team that until last week, they were able to overcome the shortcomings of that offense. A couple really bad calls, to be very honest. CeeDee Lamb, when he got the first down and they didn't call it, they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Kind of turned the game around, to be very honest. But still, this team is limited on offense. I think Detroit has a shot to win outright, but I think the better play, take the over. Other than the last game when they played New England kind of beat them up, smash mouth football. This Detroit Lions team did whatever they wanted on offense. Now, they've given up 35-plus points a game, but still, at least they score on offense. I like the over 49 here. I know Dallas, one of the best defenses in the league, but I think Detroit will spread them out and slice and dice them. I still think Dallas probably wins a tight game, but over is the better play here.
Yeah, especially the tight game. I'm not so sold on the 7 though in that game either. So I'll have to look into that a little bit further. But the next game we've got on the slate, the Jets at the Broncos. Broncos favored at -1.5. I'm sorry, I don't see it at all. This Jets team actually looks like they're coming together a little bit. The total at 38.5. I need your feedback on that.
I mean, who would think? The Jets 3-0 straight up and against the spread on the road. 4-2 at this time, both straight up and against the spread. I think they stay undefeated on the road. This is a Denver team. Thank goodness this isn't prime time. I mean, they have destroyed 4 primetime games, or three or 4 already primetime games. Absolutely look terrible. Take the Jets here plus the 1.5. I don't think we'll need it, but that's one of those lines like it's like you think you want the money line, and then all of a sudden something weird happens. They lose by 1. So just take it's a gift, 1.5. The Jets win outright though. I think they stay undefeated on the road here.
That's got to be my best bet. Absolutely. I mean, the Jets are really gelling at this time, and I have zero faith in the Broncos and what they're doing at the moment. So I'm sorry, I can't do it. Put some respect on the Jets. Seahawks at Chargers. Chargers favored at -6. This one's kind of interesting to me. I want to be sold on this Chargers team at this point in the season like I thought I would be, but I'm just not so sure. The total at 51. What are you thinking? Geno Smith and his Seahawks, do they do it?
Look at Geno Smith's passing numbers. They're as good as just about anybody in the league. You have to kind of like forget what you learned about Geno when he was back with the Jets, and anytime he's was filling. This guy has been unbelievable this year, and he has tons of weapons. Now I know they have a backup running back injured running back situation. I don't think it matters. This is a Chargers team that barely beat that Broncos team we just talked about. Take the Seahawks +6. I'm probably going to sprinkle a little money line, because I think the Seattle is a live underdog here. I think they easily cover, but I think they can win this game outright.
I like the Seahawks at +6. Also, Justin Herbert looks like that injury actually is hurting him and his accuracy at the moment. All right, next game, rapid fire. We go quick. Kansas City Chiefs favored at -3 at the 49ers. Jimmy G and the Niners. Man, what do you think about them this year? Total 48.5. Kansas City, they tend to struggle at some points in the seasons like this. Later down the road, I'd be picking the Chiefs, no brainer. But what do you think about this?
I think the 3 points will come into effect. I think the Chiefs will win the game. I think the 49ers are going to cover. That just sounds weird, but it's just the way it happens at home. They're undefeated this year, both straight up and against the spread. I know they weren't good at Atlanta, but that Atlanta team is better than people think. And I think they're a dangerous, sneaky team, especially as underdog like they were at home last week. I think San Francisco at home circles the wagons. I think they easily cover, might even win this game. I mean, that's just that Jimmy G and company, they just are very good on defense. They can run the ball. They just have to protect it and not turn the ball over at home. I think he'll do a better job of that.
I think so too. Yeah, San Francisco could be a surprise team for some people for sure. And
Yep.
Kansas City, like I said, they can struggle a little. That defense, that Kansas City defense, I'm not completely sold on this year. I think that's their weak spot. So anything could happen against Jimmy G and the Niners at home. All right, do we have one more? Did we do 5 already? Oh, of course. I know. This is the one we want to talk about. Steelers and Dolphins. I was just trying to get through that. Be like, do we want to talk about the Dolphins favorite at -7? I actually think that might be a lot. Total at 45 with Tua back. I think that's why that line is where it is. Waddle and Hill could potentially pick apart it's the Steelers cornerbacks this week, which is what I'm scared about. I think Kenny Pickett's going to be back. Freiermuth's back in action. So I think it may be more of an even game than what people think, but I want to know what you think.
Well, first of all, this is the Sunday night football game, Sunday night late game. I'll have a best bet in this game on the total. So we're just going to talk about the side. This is a Steelers team that, hey, that win at home against Tampa Bay, that Tampa Bay defense is really good. Yes. Rookie quarterback. Now he's in the concussion protocol. I think he'll play. Sounds like he'll play. So either way, this is why you paid Mitch. He comes in. I think he'll give us plenty. Tua, of course, coming off the injury protocol as well. Who knows with that? I mean, it's the standalone game. I can't imagine if he gets injured again, like he did on a Thursday Night Football with the fingers and all that. It could be ugly for the NFL. But either way, I don't care who's starting at quarterback. Give me the Steelers +7. I just think the Steelers have kind of figured it out. Like, hey, we got to play pass. We got to run the ball and play action pass. That's how this team's going to win games and play to that defense. I know that defense a couple weeks back embarrassed against Buffalo. That Buffalo team's going to embarrass a few people.
A lot, right.
Take the Steelers here +7. I think this is going to be a pretty good game. Thank goodness it's not going to be super hot in Miami, it looks like. So, I always worry about, those teams that are starting to get cooler, then they go down to Miami early in the year, but that's not the case here. I think at night it'll probably be in the high 60s. Plenty of good weather for both of them. Take the Steelers +7.
And the way Chase Claypool performed last week is what we've expected from him all season. So maybe they figured something out with that playbook, utilizing Chase Claypool a little more. Yep. Miami's going to be on their toes for that. Plus having Freiermuth back, different things like that are definitely going to play into the offense's hands. So we
and a touchdown's a lot in the NFL.
Yeah,
so many games.
Am I sold on that? No. Do I think that, the biggest threat, like I said, is what Miami's biggest threat always is? Absolutely. With Hill and Waddle. But at the same time, you've got to utilize them 100% of the time, or else the Steelers defense can pick you apart in other areas.
They haven't protected their quarterback. There's a reason why they've had 2 concussions from Tua, one with Teddy Bridgewater. You knocked out the other, the third string quarterback. It's like this offensive line is not unbelievable. They need to run the ball and protect those quarterbacks.
Alex Highsmith leading the league in sacks at the moment as well. All right, Craig Trapp, always appreciate your time. Make sure you like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Picks and Parlays Power Hour live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. We will see you later.